can read it at the top. So, welcome to first round of programming workout today. We'll start with the typing. Let's go. What the fuck are you doing? Uh, well, come on. And you will... $28. Oh. Okay, so we did finish the typing exercise, and now we will continue in Java thingy. I'll start IntelliJ. Not sure if I like this tea. It smells kind of nice, but it's maybe too green. It's first flush, so from Darjeeling, so that's what I could expect, but still. Anyways, we will do Java right now. So close, and we will go to progress. Next, I'm doing interfaces. Okay, and I see why I didn't commit it? I thought I did complete it. Well, maybe I didn't. Interfaces. Okay, so let's go. 25 minutes. So maybe I will go straight away to the coding part of it, and we can have a look inside of here. Okay, so I'm not sure if this was how complete this is. I don't remember anymore. So we'll create package, and this will be run out 2, and here I'll close this, and here I will create another thingy. The thingy will be class interfaces. Here we go, and over here we say polystatic void main, and inside of here we will do the magic. So question number 1, can we create interface inside of a class? My interface, not this one, this guy, and here we will list the things. So first of all, the interface kind of creates a list of methods which should be implemented by methods which you are using this interface, right? So all of them are abstract. You don't have to write it, but if you do, even IntelliJ will show you that's not necessary. And this will be void, print, and that. So what we need to do is to provide uh, about visual word, yeah. So this guy, or maybe I could do back. Oh, so this guy, for example, so that is the return type, right? And then if you go here, inside here we have a list of parameters. Here it is empty, right? But as I said, abstract, it's even gray here. You don't have to write it there. So I can say just void print number or print text, and this will take a string text, and that will be it. So, and now if we have some class, and I will just put it on interfaces, I will say implements my interface. So interesting. Currently, what we see is that the class cannot implement interface which is inside of it. So if I go here and just shift all of those outside of that, it still complains. Why? Class interface must be abstract or implement abstract method print. Okay, so that's different story. That's good. So here if I just implement it, but I pressed those two. Now the error messages go away. But that's not what we want currently. So we will move it where it was, and let this serve us as an example. So we will create a private class or nested class. So we will have a class nested, and this will be implementing my interface. We have the same problem, so we will implement those things, those methods, and when we have the implementation, we will have no problem. Print here. We'll print on the text. Okay. Now, in here, we could normally use those things. That's nothing. Nothing weird. What is also noticeable is that if we excuse me, if we are missing the parameters, if the signature is not the same as it's defined in here, you know, we have a problem, and that is that this class is not implementing this thing exactly. So I'll put it back, but I believe, and we can try, that we can kind of create, how is it? Shadowing was one of the terms, and the other one was it wasn't polymorphism. It was You know, when you have the method with the same two methods with same name but different signature. And this should be no problem. Okay. Make it beautiful. Why is there such a big gap? Okay. So we have that, and that is one aspect of it. But what we can do also is to when we create a new class, the nested one, we can also. What's your problem? Can it be a reference from a static? Oh, yeah. I know. It's okay because first I need new interfaces, right? Extract that, and on that interfaces that. Here we go. Now it works. And here we can say what wanted to show is that we can reference this also as a oops do as the interface, so it will be my interface, and I did it with small m for some reason, so we'll fix that. Good. And now we can use the method of that. Okay, so here here we say nested dot, and we can do print. We can do nested dot print text, and notice that even IntelliJ shows us only the print text with argument of string, not the number. So I can put in some text, right? But to illustrate it better a little bit, I will create another method with another print. This fuck. Another print, and here we'll just print out. So, we go. And on the nested, I will. Oh, fuck. If I do other not nested, nested, the print, it doesn't work, right? But if I create if I will point, if I have a reference of a type my interface, that should be okay. Not my interface, nested, or the class, right, which is nested real deal equals this nested. Oh, hey, well, there's I'm drilling Java. I'm going over that again to improve my Java skill. I'm really tired today, but I'm always tired, so okay. And here we have a problem, and it says, yeah. Okay, so I wonder if I can just change the type and pretend that it's okay. Is that, yeah, this guy. Okay. Well, that means that mm, there are some things which I may know or takes me a while to figure out because I don't do it often. And there are some things which I already learned, but maybe forgot already. So from time to time I go over it again and kind of relearn and be able to do it faster because like fishing it out of my memory, it's not effective, especially in like coding interviews. Yeah. And I want to show you, I will pause the timer. And we were talking about the keyboard, right? Yesterday, I think, on your channel, or you mentioned it, and I said that it's programmable, right? So what I have here is this is the layout. You can see it's written in C, but I basically just changed the constants in here. And so this is my layout, and I have multiple layers, right? So this is a layer. If I press if I hold down this key, which is well, hopefully it will be this guy over here. I get this layer. If I hold this key, like if I just tap it, it is this. What is this called? Well, this symbol. But if I hold it, it turns itself into control, and I hold it and I press this, it is control, this guy. Yeah, carrot, oh, thank you. Same here, if I hold this key and tap this one, it's control A. And then I have, this one is pressed, so I have a left, right, up, down. Here is the mouse movement. So I can also, you know, like move my mouse that we were talking about, or I did, like this layer has like I have move quicker and so on. But what I really like is the combos which you can do in here. So here is some example. So if I press those two keys, which is S and D together, I will delete. It will be the backspace. If I press D and F together, it is delete. You know, and here I have underscore, minus, and so on. So, for example, if I'm here pressing those two keys at the same time, I get dash. Yeah, and here I'm pressing those two buttons and I have delete. And the advantage supposed to be that I don't have to move my hand, you know, like a lot. But maybe for someone who is like power typer and don't. Oh yeah, yeah. And I was now experimenting with a different position of enter. Uh, so firstly, I had to enter on those. Oh fuck. Control. How that was control and that you select or no? Alt. Yeah, alt. Okay. So those three keys were enter. That kind of didn't feel right. So now I have those three is tabulator, uh, then then those three they are escape, and those three are enter, and it's mirrored on the under the keyboard too. So this is tabulator, this is uh, escape, and this is enter. Yeah. So you can do some like cool stuff, which is kind like, yeah, it's a toy. It's a hobby. It will not make you, well, at least it didn't make me a better programmer. So there you go. Anyway, so I wanted to show you this since we did speak about it yesterday. Let's go back to Java. I'll resume the timer. Well, oh fuck. I screwed up the timer. I screwed up the timer. There was like 8 minutes or something, so we'll figure something out. Yes, I do. For example, like the arrow keys. Normally you would like move around. So here, well, here I have like Vim bindings right now. But you can. I normally like everywhere. I can use uh, the buttons. I mean, it's like you're using Vim, right? So you kind of like how you don't have to move your hand away uh, to the arrow keys, right? It's much faster. Now imagining that you can have that like everywhere. So if I press this key and I will switch to here. So I did it basically the same way as Vim has it, right? So this key is left. If I press the thumb in here, here is left, down, up, right. Here I have insert. And now I have Vim key bindings basically everywhere. You know, I can open a Word, I can open uh, uh, text notepad, yeah. Uh, Hello there. Right, and I have the arrow keys like in Vim, yeah. You know, and I press Control plus and I can jump through the words. Yeah, so that's the thing. Those you can do you can do a lot. Uh, don't save. Yeah, so this is this is yeah. I kind of like it. Yeah, I'm very happy to show you. I'll go back to Java stuff, and I screwed up the timer, so I will, like, I should do 8 minutes more or so. So, come on, does it work? Oh, wrong button. Here we go. So, yeah, also the escape, like having it on the home row is also like effective. You don't have to remap it to caps lock or whatever, right? You press the free button at the same time. Done. Done. You don't have to like go somewhere with your pinky up there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So what we did, so I can reference the thing over there, the nested with its interface, but then I have access only to, I remote the escape to the key to the right of spacebar, and my caps lock is backspace. Oh, that's pretty nice too. That's pretty nice too. I was, well, I still am Emacs user, and because those shortcuts are like they are so bad for your hands. Like I mean, like oh, it's not. It's like the Emacs pinky is like real thing, real thing, and I'm not like years long user of Emacs. Well, now I am, but that's just nonsensical. So immediately I was searching for some solution, and I found well the shortcoming of the design of the keyboard shortcuts in Emacs by using different keyboards, right? So I used different hardware, and then I had Alt and Control on my thumbs, you know. So then it was usable, but yeah, now I'm giving a go to Vim. Yeah, I wanna learn it, you know, see, and hopefully stick with it. I like the how you can combine those things into like words, like changing the word and so on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I still have lots of things to learn, right? So here we have the real deal, and the real deal will be able to access the another print. Real deal dot another print. That one works, but if I try to do it on the nested, and it fucking works too. How come? Okay, so first of all, I will just do this, and I will say interface reference, so we know what we are doing in here. And here the real deal will be called class reference, right? And this guy over here now, so the interface reference, the interface has the print and print text, so it should not have another print, but it does. Oh, okay, that's because IntelliJ is clever and does do some work for me in here, right? If I undo this and I just say insert another print, print like so, and don't do anything, it's red. So those are basically that's everything I know about interfaces. So let's see, where did I fucked up, or what did I miss? Interface is a reference type in Java. It's similar to class, collection of abstract methods. A class implements an interface. Thereby inherit the abstract methods of interface. Interface may also contain constants, default methods. Constants, okay. Default methods. I can have their implemented methods. Okay, that is news to me. So here we have a void default method, and this will be implemented, I guess, and it will take nothing, and it will do print method, and I have some problem in there. Yeah, what about here? Interface abstract methods cannot have body. Okay, so how do I do default method then? Unless the class that implements the interface is abstract, all methods need to be defined. Following contain any number of methods, sure. Inheritance is written in a file with the interface, written in Java extension with the name of the interface matching the file of the name of the file. Really? I just did it differently. The bytecode of an interface appears in a .class file. Interfaces appear in packages and their corresponding bytecode must be in directory structure that matches the package name shared to everything. However, the interface is different from class in several ways, including you cannot instantiate, not contain constructors. Everything is absent. So what is the default thing? Cannot contain instance fields. Must be declared both static and final. Okay, so in that case, maybe I can do static, and now it's good. Okay, so now I'm interested if we can access that via the nested class. Well, the interface reference, that would be that doesn't work. If does it have to be public, or do I have to go for some meetings? Oh, thank you. It was nice to have you here. Enjoy your afternoon meetings, and thank you. Have a good one. Bye. Static. goddamn tired, but I will prevail. I will not go sleep now, because then I will be unusable tomorrow again. I would, yeah, okay, so, bum 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 bum. There's a 10 minutes, okay, so maybe I have a little bit overtime, but I'm interested in this, so we will do it anyway. Send field, the only field can appear in interface must be declared both static and final. Interface is not extended by a class, it's implemented, can extend multiple interfaces. Okay, cool. Declaring interface, so this is the declaring. Is implicitly abstract, you do not need abstract keywords, yep. Each method also abstract, it's not needed. Methods of an interface are implicitly public. Okay, implementing the interfaces. So we have what here, and then you implement those eat and travel. Okay, cool. What do we have next? Next, when overriding method, several rules. Checked exceptions should not be declared on implementation methods other than the ones declared by the interface method or subclasses. Okay. Oh fuck. So this interface or another print will have oh rows. We do I. Exceptions, checked exceptions. What about this runtime? There's an IO and there's a file not found and so on. Okay, so we will do IO. So we have good example. So this will throw IO exception. What's the problem? Okay. Well, we will comment you out for a bit, and yes, it is this guy. Import class. Good. Unhandled exception in here. And we'll just fuck it and say throws. Or maybe I can do that in here if I do Alt Enter and yep, here we go. What do I want to do next? Next was to the implementation. So, but we unfortunately did it on another print. So we go there. It's a visual and then delete, and we go to something in here. So, for example, this guy. Paste. Okay, undo, paste. Good. What now? It doesn't complain? Doesn't complain. That's weird. I would expect it to be complaining. Control U. What is Control U in IntelliJ? Override, implement method. Go to original method in superclass. And I also could have looked in here and here. We would say key map. This is not it. This is not it. Escape. Like this. On here. And I can do Control U. And here it says go to the super method. Okay. Do we have Control Alt U here? Control Alt U. On the shelf silently. This is weird. I thought it will have a problem with that. Maybe because we don't have this here. Okay. So we have the print text now, and now it complains. I don't like how it blinks. Not blinking. Okay. Apply. Okay. Oh fuck me. It blinks. Okay, so what do we have? Some problem. Unhandled exception. Print text. That's interesting because It is not declared here, but it kind of shows in there. Interesting. So good to know. But what we wanted to demonstrate here is also we can say throws, and if we do file filer, I wanted the file exception. That was the file exception, right? IO is file not found exception. So should be able to do that. Like that. And now we have no problem with it, right? And this one now I still have a problem, but uh, we can fix that with doing this, and we can change in word, and we will do here the super exception, which in this case is exception. And this is a problem because this one is higher in the hierarchy than the IO exception in the interface, and it will say it here, I think. Clashes with print text string over the method does not throw Java lang exception. And interfaces nested clashes with print text as my interface with my interface. An overridden method does not throw Java lang exception. Well, it should not, is what you wanted to say. I think, okay. So, we did that. Checked exception should not be declared on implementation methods other than the ones declared by the interface method or subclasses of those declared by interface. Yep, so we did that. Then we had this guy, signature of the interface method, and the same return type or subtype should be maintained when overriding the methods. And then we have an implementation class. Itself can be abstract, and if so, interface methods need not be implemented. I see. Okay. So if we will have an abstract class, so here, oh, abstract class, abstract class, and this one will implement my interface. We don't have to implement shit. That's good. When implementation interface, when implementation interfaces, when implementing interfaces, there are several rules. Class can be implemented more than one interface at a time. Class can extend only one class, but implement many interfaces. An interface can extend another interface. Similar, blah blah blah. Okay, so we can show that, and this will be, so we have the class, and we will create another dummy interface. Interface. This will be empty, and here we say the dummy interface as well. And I really like different color of my cursor. So I do that. I search for a color. Color scheme. That's probably that. Well, anyway, I will finish this because I want to. So we had more than one interface. Then interface can extend another interface. So we can show that. Oh, interface. Inherits interface implement the main interface. That one works. What's the problem here? No implement calls allowed for interface. Really? Can extend. Extend. Extends. So this one works. interfaces. Here is here's the example, extending multiplex. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, good. So what do we have here more? An interface with no methods, and it is referred to as a tagging interface. There are two basic design purposes of tagging interfaces. Tagging interface creates a common parent as with the event listener interface, which is extended by dozens of other interfaces in the Java API. You can use a tagging interface to create a common parent among a group of interfaces. For example, when an interface extends event listener, the JVM knows that this particular interface is going to be used in an event delegation scenario. Adds a data type to a class. Yeah, the situation is where the term tagging comes from. A class that implements a tagging interface does not need to define any methods, since interface does not have a name, but the class becomes an interface type through polymorphism. Of course. Okay, so commit, and this will be here. Here it doesn't. Well, oh, B it is. Oh, crap. Undo. Undo. Drawer. Okay. And these have been interfaces. Interfaces. Commit complete, and I forgot to. Oh. I forgot to put this there. Okay, and Ctrl K. I want to amend. Good. Okay, now I can play with this guy. You're falling asleep, so we will play something more lively. this guy. Well, we can have this. Someone too loud, I think. No, what problem did I add here? I didn't like the color of my cursor, right? And maybe I can also restart. I'm toasted today. Oh, look at that, it doesn't blink. That's good. So which color do we want? Red, yellow? Carrot. So just like so. Maybe an editor, but oh, carrot, here we go. Foreground. I can try in here. Okay, so but there was the carrot. And I want its B now, so let's do red. Apply, okay. Maybe I don't want red. Maybe I want yellow. Okay. Maybe the original was better. If I turn off that, how will I know? Oh, it's white. make more tea. Hopefully that will wake me up. Today it's kind of hot. But it's okay. I could do very bad and nasty thing, and I will do it. Smells like a mix of good and bad, already drunken tea, which is exactly what it is. This one seems to be loud a little bit, so I'll put down the audio a little bit. Cool. Oh, I'm still fucking recording.